Racing fans, welcome to Racing Action from Flamboro Downs for this Sunday evening. Our first dash will go to post in approximately 15 minutes. Shall we get a look at the changes on this evening's card of racing? Note in race number 1, number 4, Fantastic MVP, an equipment change, open bridle to blinkers. That is opened to blinkers. Races 2 and 3, no changes. No changes, races 2 or 3. Race number 4, Macalco. Equipment change, side rolls to blind bridle. That is side rolls to blind. Scratched is number 5, Let Me In Coach. The 5 is out. And number 7, Senior Advisor. Note, was scratched from the September 8th start, so there is no line. Race number 5 will go as programmed. No changes. Race number 5. Race number 6, 1 Ace 44 Money. Has a line to be announced. We'll get it shortly. And number 3, Rocket Girl is scratched. Race 6, 3 Rocket Girl is scratched. And races 7 and 8 have no changes. No changes, races 7 or 8. So fans note in race number 6, the missing chart line on 1 Ace 44 Money. Fourth beaten 2 1/4 in 157 and 3. That's fourth beaten 2 1/4 in 157 and 3. on parade for race number 1. 1 is Belladama Anthony Hunt for Pam Forkey. Number 2 is Northern Ironman. Gord McKnight drives and trains and owns. Number 3 is Stonebridge Comedy. Paul McKenzie for Paul Meegans and Saltwater Stable. Number 4 is Fantastic MVP. It is Scott Coulter for Jack Moyes-Evan, High Stakes Incorporated, and Nancy McNevin. Number 5 is Deal and Double, Ryan DeRoche for Mark McCormack. Number 6, She's Hilarious, Travis Cullen for Andre Ann Fontaine and Jeffrey O'Born. And number 7 is the Ballakeel Deal, Tyler Borth for Katie McNeil and Ballakeel Racing. Well, let's get a look at this field for race number 1. We'll start on the outside with Ballakeel Deal, the Ballakeel Deal, because not offering much of a deal. 1 to 9 on the board as the favorite. Now, did not fare well at Mohawk last race, but the start before that, dominant effort in the Prospect Series at Georgian Downs in 58-2. And this is one that's got 4 top 2 finishes and 9 starts in the year. Katie McNeil's barn has been doing very well in the year, winning 33% of the starts, 36 starts. The Ballakeel Deal, Tyler Borth having a really fine year, and the Ballakeel Deal. Only question is the post position, but we'll see how that unfolds. 1 to 9 is a little tough to take, but certainly overall based on speed is the one that jumps off the page here. Number 1, Belladama, has that inside advantage and is coming in off of a second place finish here in 59-1. Should be able to get off the gates on the inside. Anthony Hahn for Pam Forkey is 7-2. Number 3, Stonebridge Comedy, won in a laugher here 2 races ago, but then made breaks at Mohawk last time out. Stonebridge Comedy, that was a maiden class. This is the non-winners at 2, but certainly that was impressive. But the mile was just 2 minutes and 2. Stonebridge Comedy, Paul McKenzie for Paul Meekins, 17-1, moving up a level. And number 2, Northern Ironman, was third in this class last time out. Doesn't have a top 2 finish in 16 starts, but does have 4 thirds. Northern Ironman is 18-1 on the board. for race number 1. Taking up positions, Belladonna, Northern Iron Man, and Stonebridge Comedy on the inside. In the center, Fantastic MVP and Dealin' Double to the outside. She's hilarious. And the Valley Heel Deal. It's a field of 7. It's race number 1, first of 8 dashes on a Sunday night at Flamboro Downs. Here they come. There at the start of the rough, Fantastic MVP. She's hilarious. The Valley Heel Deal. Dealin' Double on the inside, Belladonna. The Northern Iron Man and Stonebridge Comedy is last away. Dealin' Double is able to come on and get the lead. Dealin' Double, Fantastic MVP second. She's hilarious. Now the Valley Heel Deal is still driving on the outside. Is third. 2.5 lengths off lead and pressing on towards the front against Dealin' Double. Inside third is Fantastic MVP. She's hilarious is racing fourth. Then Belladonna as they race their way on towards the opening quarter. Then back further is Northern Iron Man and Stonebridge Comedy. The Valley Heel Deal has the lead. Lead of a length and a half, and Dealin' Double is second. Fantastic MVP third. She's hilarious is racing fourth, and then Belladonna and Northern Iron Man and Stonebridge Comedy to the outside trailing. They race off the turn. The Valley Heel Deal, the 1-5 favorite, made the lead and is in front a length and a half, and that is Dealin' Double right now dealing second. She's hilarious to the outside first up third. Fantastic MVP is racing position to fourth, and then Belladonna, Northern Iron Man and Stonebridge Comedy is still trailing. The Valley Heel Deal into the backstretch. She's hilarious now is moving up. And She's Hilarious is coming on at 15-1 and challenging the Valley Heel Deal. Getting a little bit closer. Now is only a head off the lead. Inside third is Dealin' Double, and fourth is Fantastic MVP. Then Stonebridge Comedy and Northern Iron Man, but the Valley Heel Deal has reemerged to take a lead of about a length. 3/4 was 130. The Valley Heel Deal is now starting to sprint away. She's Hilarious is second. Dealin' Double third. And Fantastic MVP now closing some ground, but it's the Valley Heel Deal who's the real deal in this one and is cruising at the finish and is going to take it. It's the Valley Heel Deal. Then She's Hilarious and Fantastic MVP and Stonebridge Comedy. 159-2. The Valley Heel Deal. Back in front of us, the winner of race number 1. It's number 7, the Valley Heel Deal. 3-year-old Wheelin' and Dealin' Bay filly. Tyler Borth, the winning driver. The trainer is Katie McNeil. The owner is Valley Heel Racing of Tilsonburg. Third win this year. Fourth lifetime. The Valley Heel Deal. The first race payouts is 7. The Balakeel deal 260, 220, 220. She number 6. She's hilarious 690 and 390. And 4 fantastic MVP 290. $2 exactor 30.60. Dollar try 58.85. Dollar super 164.65. The first race or her finish from the top 7543621. That's 7543621. field for race number 2 is on parade. One final dream, Scott Culver, Shane Arsenault. 2 is Century Isaiah, Brian DeBrosh, Ron Waples Jr., and Dr. Sheila Atmore. 3, the Pinball Wizard, Tyler Moore for Yvette Gallant and Ivan Gallant. 4 is Royal Leaf, George Ketros, drives and trains and owns. 5 is Juner, Mids Tyler Borth for Ashley Duford and Dennis Duford. Field of 5 for race number 2. Well, let's get a look at this field for the second race, and we will start with number 3, the Pinball Wizard, and did race much better last time out racing at Grand River. In a non-winners of 3, this same class, it was a solid group because the ones that beat him, Tijuana Star has been really rolling well, and Impressive Dude was impressive in victory. The Pinball Wizard, I think off of that pretty competitive third, should be the one to beat. And of course, the tote board tells the story, 3 to 5, Tyler Moore driving. Others, how about 1, the Final Dream, and the Final Dream in Scotty Coulter, inside post position. One that's got just a couple of wins on the year and is, was a little bit off form, but the last race was a bit better. Comes in from Batavia and shows enough overall speed to maybe translate okay in here, and is the second one on the board at 5 to 2. Number 2, Century Isaiah, has been better of late. Only 1 win in 42 starts, but Century Isaiah is one that did leave well at Hanover and raced really well last race, just beaten 3/4. So comes in off of 2 very fine efforts. Maybe Century Isaiah is pointed towards better things and is 6 to 1 on the board. And number 4, Royal Leaf, is one that was really good last year, 11 out of 24 in the top 2. But this year, it's been a different story. Royal Leaf, George Ketros driving and training. If he could race back to last year, he could be a threat to win, but it's been a different year for Royal Leaf. 7 to 1 on the board. is rolling for race number 2. Final Dream, Century Isaiah on the inside. In the center, the Pinball Wizard. To the outside, Royal Even Junior. It's a field of 5. It's race number 2. Here they come. Field of 5 for the second race. There at the start of the rough, and Junior on the outside is flying out quickly. Century Isaiah, Final Dream, the Pinball Wizard, and Royal Leaf, and on around the first turn they go. And Junior and Teleborth has got the lead. Final Dream is second. Century Isaiah third. Then the Pinball Wizard and Royal Leaf, and they race on to the opening quarter. Junior is on top, has a lead of about 2.5 lengths. Final Dream is second. Century Isaiah third. The Pinball Wizard fourth, and Royal Leaf is fifth, 28-1. The opening quarter, and Junior leads around the turn. Final Dream is second. Century Isaiah is third. Then the Pinball Wizard and Royal Leaf, and they work on around the turn. It is Junior who's got the lead. Final Dream with broken equipment, a head pole dangling down. He's racing second as they race their way on up towards us. And then racing on the inside is Century Isaiah, and to the outside the Pinball Wizard, and then Royal Leaf is racing on the outside, second over fifth. Halftime 58-4, and Junior is on top. Final Dream is still in the pocket. The Pinball Wizard is racing, positioned on the outside third. Century Isaiah fourth, and Royal Leaf is fifth. And they hustle on to three quarters. It is still Junior with the lead on the inside. Final Dream is racing second, and Pinball Wizard is still on the outside third. And then Century Isaiah and Royal Leaf is trailing the field. Three quarters, 128-2. Junior leads it still. Advantage is about 2.5 lengths. The Pinball Wizard on the outside is racing position second. Final Dream now reclaims second. The Pinball Wizard is third on down the stretch route they come. And Junior and Teleborth with the lead. Junior as they come on to the finish. And Junior's going to win it. Final Dream will be second. The Pinball Wizard third. And Royally fourth. 158 flats. Back in front of us, the winner of race 2, 5 Junior. Tyler Borth with the winning drive. 8-year-old Senator Hall Bay gelding, owned by Dennis Duford, and Ashley Duford is the trainer. Third win this year, 11th lifetime Junior, victorious in race number 2. And Tyler Borth with the driving double, taking races 1 and 2. The second race payouts 5 Junior 1210, 920, 360. One Final Dream 370, 210. 3 Pinball Wizard 210. $2 exactor 63.60. Dollar trap 83.25. Double of 7 and 5 75.90. The second race order finished in the top 25341. That's 25341 on the bottom. For the third on parade, 1, Wheels Ablazing, Jay Harris for Paul Cameron. Number 2 is Twist of Tabby, Teleporth for Chris Bell. Number 4 is Mood Cruiser, Travis Henry for Bruce Cleaver. Number 3, Wishing Spell, Andre Goy for Gino Toscani. 5 is Kilmartin Commander, Dennis Duford for Ashley Duford and Betty McKinnon. Number 6, Belvedere Franklin, Pat Houdon, drives drains for Dr. Mike Veneri. And number 7 is All-Star Goldie, Scott Gulliver, Steve Watson, and All-Star Farms. Field of 7, race number 3. Let's get a look at this field, and well, we'll start first with number 1, Wheels Ablazing, and Wheels Ablazing is one that had a pretty good start at Grand River August the 23rd. Thought that was a solid effort, and look at last race was in the grassroots from Post A, and although did flash some good speed in that third panel after a 33-second opening quarter, there wasn't much to be able to be accomplished, and they didn't go all that much on top. Half was 1 minute and 1, so nothing much for Wheels Ablazing to accomplish. But now gets the inside post, and I think things could turn around in a hurry for Wheels Ablazing, and is the 3-5 betting favorite. Number 4, Mood Cruiser, is currently the second choice on the board, and at 5-2. And you do see some decent overall speed, and a fourth place finish in 2:01 at Grand River 2 races ago, and maybe could build off of that and move up. Mood Cruiser, though, doesn't have a top 2 finish in 17 starts. Mood Cruiser, Travis Henry for Bruce Cleaver, just in terms of overall speed, does seem to compare with the top ones in here, and is the second choice on the board. Number 3, Wishing Spell, did race better last race. Maybe could build off of that. Was beaten only a length and 3/4. But note the speed was just 2:05 and 3. Wishing Spell, Andre Goy, 9-1. And number 2, Twist of Tabby, Tyler Borth driving, and Tyler's already got 2 wins, and this is one that has gate speed but certainly needs to finish. Although if you look 2 races ago at Georgian, made the lead and led a long way, just got caught late in the mile, third beaten a length, so certainly Twist of Tabby could come back here and be pretty effective. Tyler Borth looking for the natural hat trick, and 10-1. Could be worth a flyer at that price. Gate is rolling for the third. Wheels a blazing. Twist of Tabby on the inside. In the center, Wishing Spell, Mood Cruiser, and Kilmartin Commander. To the outside, Belvedere Franklin and All-Star Goldie. It's a field of 7. It's race number 3. And it's post time. Field for the third is at the start of the rough. Mood Cruiser, Belvedere Franklin on the outside, Twist of Tabby on the inside, and Wishing Spell is racing fourth as the field presses on around the turn. But Belvedere Franklin is moving now, and Belvedere Franklin is electrified early and is going to drive out and take a lead of about 3 lengths. Twist of Tabby is second, Mood Cruiser third, then Wishing Spell, and back to Wheels Ablazing. Then it is back further to All-Star Goldie, and then Kilmartin Commander. But right now, Belvedere Franklin at 5-1's got the lead over Twist of Tabby as they race around the turn. Mood Cruiser third, Wishing Spells racing fourth, and Wheels Ablazing and All-Star Goldie, and back to Kilmartin Commander. But right now, it is Hurricane Houdon and Belvedere Franklin with a lead of about 4 lengths. Twist of Tabby is racing second. Mood Cruiser third. Now, Wheels Ablazing on the outside coming first over, but has a lot of work to do. Then it is back to Wishing Spell and All-Star Goldie. And then well back, Kilmartin Commander. Half of 58 and 2. And it is still Belvedere Franklin who's got the lead. Wheels Ablazing went off stride. Twist of Tabby now to the outside. Is moving up close for Tyler Borth, trying to call our Belvedere Franklin and Pat Houdon. It is Twist of Tabby surging on the outside now and is going to clear to the front. Twist of Tabby, Belvedere Franklin, Mood Cruiser third, and closing some ground, and then Wishing Spell. Twist of Tabby, Mood Cruiser second, 3/4, 129 and 1. Twist of Tabby getting urging. Mood Cruiser is closing rapidly, and Wishing Spell is third. Then Belvedere Franklin and All-Star Goldie, they turn for home. Twist of Tabby on the inside, Mood Cruiser on the outside, on down the stretch where they come, and Mood Cruiser, Wishing Spell. Mood Cruiser is going to win, and Wishing Spell with second, Twist of Tabby third, and All-Star Goldie for the 201 flat. Mood Cruiser. Back in front of us, the winner of the third, there is Travis Henry, the winning driver on number 4, Mood Cruiser, 4-year-old Angus Holiday horse. Owned and trained by Bruce Cleaver. First win for Mood Cruiser. In a good mood now, 201 flat. Third race payouts number 4 Mood Cruiser 15.90, 8.10, 4.10. 3 Wishing Spell 11.30 and $5, and 2 Twist of Tabby 3.60. $2 exactor. $119.50 try, $150.20. Super, 740.70. The third race, order of finish from the top, is a 632-1754. That's 632-1754. for race number 4 on parade 1. I love what I do. Top of the fourth for John Yake Jr. and Chris Yake. And number 2 is Twin Bee Fearless. Top of the fourth for Christina Soundy and Gary McDonald. Number 4 is Macalco. It's Ryan DeRoche for Darren Rayner and Louis F. Timiatis and Hardy F. Timiatis. Number 6, Joey Delicious. Daryl Thiessen for Ted Knight and J.J. Stables. Number 7, Senior Advisor. Jay Harris for Cameron McQueen and John McQueen. And the 3 is Shadow of Lindy. Travis Cullen for Ted Knight and Inglewood Stables. It is a field of 6 for the 4th race. Let's get a look at this field. And well, we'll start with number 7, Senior Advisor, 3 to 5 of the board. Note, did not race on the 8th at Grand River, so disregard that missing chart line. But look, this is one that's got 9 wins in the year, 16 out of 33 in the top 2, so almost 50%. The exactor ticket. Now, outside post, there's a scratch, so it'll be post position 6, Jay Harris for Cameron McQueen. And you do see enough recent form to think that Senior Advisor would be very tough in this spot. 3 to 5, getting a lot of love. Number 3, Shadow of Lindy, is one that, well, you see, this is one that did race well in victory 2 races ago. Fired out at Grand River, got away second, sat the pocket, and got by in the stretch drive. So Shadow of Lindy at 4 to 1 2 races ago, victorious. Did not fare well at Georgian Downs last race, so now we'll try things here. Looking to get back to that fine form. Had 3 straight top 3 finishes before last time out. And Shadow of Lindy gets Travis Cullen to drive. Travis drove this one in the last couple starts, including that win. And the trainer's Ted Knight. Shadow of Lindy is 5 to 1. Number 2, Twin Bee Fearless gets a better post after a couple of post 7s. And look, at last race, pretty good from post 7 at Clinton to finish 4th beaten 2. Could maybe build off of that one now with a better post. Twin Bee Fearless, Tyler Moore for Christina Soundy, is currently 2 to 1. And number 1, I love what I do. Well, I don't love that last race at Clinton, finishing 7th, beaten almost 10 lengths. But the one just before it was okay. Gets a spot on the gate now. Needs to flash some gate speed. You do see this one, August the 6th at Clinton, going all the way on top to win by 5 1/4. I love what I do. Maybe could love post 1. Tyler Borth looking for the hat trick on the evening. John Yake Jr. trains. It's 5 to 1. I love what I do. Fans note, in race 5, we have a claim entered. Claims on 1 and 5. Examiner Hanover and 5 Devil's Peak. Race 5 claims on 1 and 5. Field for the fourth taking up their positions. I love what I do. Twinbee Fearless on the inside. In the center, Shadow of Lindy and McCalco to the outside. Joey Delicious and Senior Advisor. It's a field of six. It is race number 4 on a Sunday night at the Downs. Here they come. Field for the fourth race is at the start in the rough, and Shadow of Lindy will lead with Joey Delicious. I Love What I Do and Twinbee Fearless, and then it is back to McCalco and Senior Advisor trailing early. Shadow of Lindy has got the lead, and Shadow of Lindy leads it already by about 2 1/4 over I Love What I Do. And racing position third is Twinbee Fearless, then McCalco. Joey Delicious and Senior Advisor is back trailing the field. They race their way on to the opening quarter, and Shadow of Lindy is on top and has a lead right now of about 4 lengths. I Love What I Do is racing position second, Twinbee Fearless third, McCalco fourth, and then Joey Delicious and Senior Advisor. Opening quarter 28 seconds, and Shadow of Lindy has the lead as they race their way off the turn. The advantage is about 3 right now. Racing second, I Love What I Do. Twinbee Fearless inside third. Now here comes Senior Advisor gaining some ground on the outside. Then back to the trailing pair, McCalco and Joey Delicious. 58 seconds flat the halftime. 30 seconds second panel. On into the backstretch they go. And Shadow of Lindy's got the lead. Advantage about 2 1/4 of I Love What I Do. Twinbee Fearless took out in front of Senior Advisor, and McCalco's on the inside about 4 1/2 or 5 off the lead. And then Joey Delicious. 3 to the inside, 3 to the outside. Shadow of Lindy. Now I Love What I Do is getting up a little bit closer as they race their way by 3/4. On the inside, McCalco third. Twinbee Fearless is fourth, and 3 wide. Senior Advisor about three lengths, now 2 1/2 lengths off the lead. 1:27 2 the 3/4 time. I Love What I Do. I Love What I Do. Shadow of Lindy. Senior Advisor is wound up and has a dead aim on down the lane, and also coming is Twinbee Fearless. It is I Love What I Do on the inside, Shadow of Lindy into the outside, Senior Advisor, but I Love What I Do, but fighting back on the inside. Shadow of Lindy might have stolen it away from I Love What I Do, and then McCalco on the inside, 1:58-1. In the win photo it goes to number 3, Shadow of Lindy. There is number 3, Shadow of Lindy. Travis Cullen, the winning driver. Shadow of Lindy is an 8-year-old Shadow Play Brown gelding by Inglewood Stables and trained by Ted Knight. It's the second win in 2 seasons, 21st lifetime for Shadow of Lindy. The fourth race payouts: three Shadow of Lindy, $6, $3.90, and $3. One I Love What I Do, $2.80, $2.94. Macalco, $7.30. $2 exactor, $21.20. Dollar try, $47.15. Dollar super, $100, $43.40. Dollar pick three, three of three, $413.55. The fourth race, order of finish from the top: 241, 3 scratch, 6-5. That's 241, 3 scratch, 6-5 on the bottom. Field for the fifth race on parade. 1, Examiner Hanover, Brett McDonough for Francis Guillemette. Number 2 is Simon Said, Colin Keller, Joe Squires, and Bobby Weinhold Harris. 3 is Royal Regatta, Austin Sorry for Rafael Barassa and Francois Morin. Number 5 is Devil's Peak, Travis Henry for Joe Pereira. Number 4, P.L. Jackson, Travis Color, Jody Cullen. Number 6, No Time at All, Paul McKenzie for Terry Gallant and Calvin Kepfer. Number 7, Slick and Sporty, Tyler Porth for Gerard Demers and Dwayne Soulaire. Let's get a look at this field for race number 5. And we're going to start with number 1, Examiner Hanover. No claims on 1, Examiner Hanover and 5, Devil's Peak. And 1, Examiner Hanover is one that you see if you look down the post position draw, always is drawing on the outside because in claiming handicaps, and they put the horse in for the higher tag. So now finally not putting him in for the higher tag, and he draws post 1, but gets claimed. Has tremendous gate speed, and now being able to get to the front more easily probably should give Examiner Hanover a huge chance to get the win. Look at last race beaten just 3/4. That was flying to the front from post, or rather leaving from post 7, got away third, which is not really his game. His game is when he makes the lead. He should make the lead on the inside. He can really snap off the gate. You see some 27 and change quarters leaving at Grand River. You see a bunch of those on the page. Examiner Hanover. I do not understand why this horse is 10-1. I think he's the one to beat. Brett McDonough for Francis Guillemette. Claim is in. Number 4, P.L. Jackson, is one that got things turned around with a couple of really nice efforts with the last 2 starts. Second beaten a nose and then a front end win in a bottom condition class at Grand River. Now is P.L. Jackson 11 out of 22 in the top 2 on the year. So certainly one you got to take seriously. Travis Culver, Jody Cullen. And that 54-mile second beaten a nose 2 races ago, beaten by Curious Cortez, and that's one that had been on fire. That's a really good measuring stick. P.L. Jackson, 8-5. Certainly could see him winning it here. Devil's Peak is one that had been with Isaac Waxman. This is a first start for Joe Pereira. Won that last start here from Trailer Post in the barn of Isaac, and then now makes this first start for Joe. And 9 wins on the year for Devil's Peak. Back class, more than $250,000 in lifetime earnings. Travis Henry driving Devil's Peak, definitely a contender at 3-1. And number 2, Simon Said, well, don't count out a horse that's got 49 lifetime wins and did win back-to-back races late July, early August, and the last 2 races, second beaten a neck and third beaten a length. So definitely Simon Said, a veteran that's one of the main players. 3-1, Colin Kelly for Joe Squires. The first 4 we mentioned, the 1, 2, 4, and 5, there's not a lot to separate them, really. And right now, the tote board has 4, P.L. Jackson, 8-5, but I love the idea of Examiner Hanover from post position 1. I think he's got a big chance here to wire this field. Starting gate is rolling for race number 5. Examiner Hanover, Simon Set on the inside of the center, Royal Regatta, P.L. Jackson, Devil's Peak. And to the outside, No Time at All, and Slick and Sporty. It's a field of 7 for the 5th dash. They're turning into the stretch drive, gathering speed, approaching the start. And the field for the 5th race. He is at the start of the rough, and P.L. Jackson on the inside. Examiner Hanover is going to blast out quickest of all. Examiner Hanover has got the lead. P.L. Jackson finds the pocket. Simon Set his third. Then Royal Regatta, Devil's Peak, No Time at All, and Slick and Sporty. Examiner Hanover has got the lead, and P.L. Jackson is examining that one from a pocket position, but is going to roll on the outside. P.L. Jackson is going to clear to the front. Examiner Hanover now is going to be racing the pocket, and Simon Set third. Then it is Royal Regatta, and back to Devil's Peak, who's racing position to 5th. And then further back, No Time at All, and Slick and Sporty. And the field races on around the turn. And on top right now, P.L. Jackson. Examiner Hanover is racing second, and Simon Set to the inside third. In front of Royal Regatta, then Devil's Peak. Up the inside, No Time at All, and trailing is Slick and Sporty. It is P.L. Jackson who's got a lead of a length and a half over Examiner Hanover, with Royal Regatta on the outside, working up and getting a little closer first over. On the inside, Simon Set is racing position to 4th. Then Devil's Peak, No Time at All, and Slick and Sporty on the outside, trailing the field. P.L. Jackson with the front. Examiner Hanover in the pocket, getting a nice rip. Royal Regatta to the outside, chipping away. Simon Set is racing 4th, and then 5th is Devil's Peak. No Time at All is 6th, and 7th, Slick and Sporty. P.L. Jackson, 7 to 5 of the boards, got the lead. Examiner Hanover is reclaimed second. Royal Regatta third. Then Simon Set and Devil's Peak, and they turn for home. And it is P.L. Jackson. Examiner Hanover. P.L. Jackson is dug in gamely. Examiner Hanover is trying to close. Examiner Hanover getting closer, but P.L. Jackson game to the finish will win it. Then finishing second, Examiner Hanover. Then it was Simon Set and Devil's Peak. 154 and 1. P.L. Jackson. There's a look at P.L. Jackson. Travis Cullen with the driving double, 10-year-old Mach 3 bay horse, owned by Jody and Travis Cullen. Jody Cullen, the trainer. It is the 7th win this year, 33rd lifetime, P.L. Jackson. The fifth race payouts: 4 PL Jackson 482.90, 210. 1 Examiner Hanover 362.30, and 2 Simon Said $3. $2 Exactor 14.90. Dollar Try 31.15. 20-cent high five is 30.97. And the 20-cent pick five is 1142.47. Ka-ching. The fifth race order finish from the top: 2351467. That's 2351467 on the bottom. Note the claims in 1 and 5. 1 Examiner Hanover. The new trainer will be Isaac Waxman. And 5 Devil's Peak. The new trainer will also be Isaac Waxman. For race number 6 on parade, 1 ace 44 money, Scott Coulter, Steve Coulter. Number 2 is Rosella, Tyler Borthford, Daryl Laver, Leanne Davidson, and Brooke Kupak. Three is scratched. 4 is Tobin Swish, Travis Henry for Sheldon Rose. And 5 Ribbon Ridge, Daryl Thiessen for Bud Sinclair and Ross Holmes. Field of 4. Let's look at these horses. And 1 ace 44 money, 4 to 5 on the board. That missing line is 4th beaten 2 1/4 and 157 and 3. Now, overall, a good effort. Ace 44 money is one that can get off the gate well. Look, it is 12 out of 24 in the top 2 on the year. And of this group of 4, I think ace 44 money is the one that stands out the most. Races for a solid barn. The Tan Tornado on the inside with ace 44 money, 4 to 5 as the favorite. Number 2, Rosella, though, has won 3 of the last 4 starts that she's been in. And look at last time out, Clinton, front end effort to win from post 5. Now we'll have post 2. So Rosella, who wasn't going all that well earlier on the year, now seems to have her act flying in top form. And she has a bit of back class. Rosella and Tyler Borth, who's already got a couple of wins on the evening, and 3 to 1 set up a Daryl Laver. Number 5, Ribbon Ridge, is one that's battled some decent horses at Grand River and at least been able to fare well and get shares, and finishing 3rd often of late, and was 3rd last time out here. Ribbon Ridge, I think, is probably the next best one, but could be in a top 2 finisher because I've seen some good efforts from her. Daryl Thiessen for Bud Sinclair is 5 to 2. And then Tobin's Wish. What a balanced bunch. There's nobody that's really long. Tobin's Wish, now a co-favorite at 6 to 5. And why not? 3 consecutive top 2 finishes. This will be the second start for Sheldon Rose, had been with James McConnell. Tobin's Wish and Travis Henry, even money on the board. gate is rolling for race number 6. Taking out positions, fillies and mares. Ace 44 money on the inside. In the center, Rosella Tubbins Wish to the outside, Ribbon Ridge. It's a field of 4 for race number 6. Field for the 6th race is at the start of the rough, and Tubbins Wish will lead with Ace 44 money down to the inside. Ace 44 money is going to press on through from the inside and take the front for Scotty Coulter, then Rosella, Tubbins Wish, and Ribbon Ridge. And Ace 44 money's got the ace. Leads it by 2 1/4 for Scotty Coulter, Rosella, and Hatherborth is second. Tubbins Wish is racing on the inside third for Travis Henry, and then Ribbon Ridge and Daryl Thiessen is racing fourth. And on the race on past that opening quarter, 28-4. Ace 44 money is 3-5, the heavy favorite, and is freewheeling it on the lead. And off that 28-4 opening quarter, we'll look for his second panel breather. And then the trailing 3, Rosella, Tyler Borth, and Tubbins Wish, and Travis Henry, and Ribbon Ridge and Daryl Thiessen. They're in a line, no one wanting to move out and tackle Ace 44 money as they head up to the half off of 28-4. Opening quarter, 58 seconds. The halftime, 29-1 in that second panel. And they race their way on into the backstretch. Ace 44 money by 2 right now. Rosella second, Tubbins Wish third, and Ribbon Ridge now pops to the outside from a trailing spot, but Ace 44 money continues on. Ace 44 money, Rosella now looking to close up the gap, is up in tighter in the pocket. Ribbon Ridge driven to the outside now, trying to call her third from Tubbins Wish. 3/4, 1:26-3, a 28-3 third panel. Ace 44 money being chased by Rosella. It is Ace 44 money, Rosella now on the outside is coming on. Ace 44 money and Scotty Coulter on the inside. Rosella and Talborth on the outside. And Rosella's in full bloom now. Rosella's going to roll on by and win it. Ace 44 money second, then Ribbon Ridge and Tubbins Wish. 155-4, Rosella. There is the winner of race 6-2, Rosella Tyler Borth with the driving hat-trick, 7-year-old sports rider bay mare, owned by Leanne Davidson and Brooke Kupik and Daryl Laver, the trainer. It's the 6th win this year, 22nd lifetime, Rosella. The 6th race payouts to Rosella, 1780 and 770, and One ace 44 money, 280 to place. $2 exactor, 61.70. Dollar try, 2 1 and 5, 64.20. Dollar win for 994.45. for race number 7 on Parade 1, Angel with Attitude. Jay Harris for Jason Ryan and Ron Corbett. Number 2, Impressive Dude, Tyler Borth for Eric Nadeau and Louis Wan, Michelle Etart and Jean Dallaire. Number 3 is Cool Clifford Anthony Hunt for Gabby Sasso and Jeffrey Corchens and Mark West Racing. 4 is Absent from the Parade. Always parades last. And 5 is Radio Lab, Eddie Hensley for Ashley Hensley. Number 6, No Turning Back, Tyler Jones for Dustin Jones and Bear Horses and Daniel Plouffe. And note that number 4 is Sicario, Brett McDonough for Richard Bro and Pamela and John Heen. It's a field of 6 for race number 7. And number 4, Sicario, is just rolling past us now, and that's the first one we're going to take a look at. And Sicario is one that should like this class, dropped down to this class last race and raced pretty well, made the early lead. A couple that got by him, Run Like Hill and Sicario and Secan, they would stand out in here. I think Sicario, this is an excellent spot for this one. Brett McDonald, Richard Moreau, strong connections, and Sicario is one with a lot of back class and proven, can fire off the gate. 6-5, the one to beat. Number 1, Angel with Attitude. Well, it's kind of been, the attitude's either been really good or not so good at all, but 3 of the last 6 races, dominant wins. The other 3, no good at all. Angel with Attitude, well, last race was post 8, so that's a good excuse. Now gets down to the inside, things could quickly turn around. Look at the start 2 races go in a conditioned class at Georgian, made the front and just romped. Angel with Attitude. Post 1 should give her an attitude adjustment. Jay Harris for Jason Ryan. Number 5, Radio Lab. This is one that raced well at Grand River last race and battled nicely post 7, battled first up, and was working really hard on that one, beaten 3/4, but it was a solid effort. Radio Lab is one I think you could dial in here as your top pick and feel fairly comfortable that you're going to get a pretty strong showing. Hurricane Hensley for Ashley Hensley. And number 2, Impressive Dude. Well, look at the last 2 races. Wins, and Impressive Dude beat Tijuana Sealster, and Tijuana Sealster had been on fire. Impressive Dude got the better of that one. That was really impressive. And the start before it, even more impressive. A winner by almost 5 lengths in 55-2. So this is one that's coming in, rolling. And Tyler Borth, talk about impressive, is having a very good year and has 3 wins already in the evening, looking to make it 4 out of 7. Impressive Dude and Tyler Borth for Eric Nadeau, 7-2. That's an enticing price. The price on number 4, Sicario, is not enticing, 3-5, so maybe you do want to shop elsewhere. If I was going elsewhere, it probably would be to 1, Angel with Attitude from post position 1, but Impressive Dude would also make some sense. Gate is rolling for the seventh. Angel with Attitude and Impressive Dude on the inside. Cool Clipper, Sicario in the center. To the outside, Radiolab, and no turning back. Field of 6-4, race number 7. And they're at the start and the rough. Cool Clifford, Sicario. Radio Lap, no turning back down to the inside. Angel with Attitude and Impressive Dude. They drive around the first turn. Sicario, as expected, was able to bolt right out and get the lead. No turning back second. Impressive Dude traveling to the outside third. Then Angel with Attitude and Cool Clifford. And then way back and off stride is Radio Lab. And they race on to the opening quarter. And Sicario has the lead, 8-5 on the board. No turning back at 25-1. Second, Impressive Dude, third away. Then Angel with Attitude and Cool Clifford. Sicario 28-1. Opening quarter, and the field works on around the turn. No turning back, enjoying the view in the pocket on the back of Sicario and Brett McDonald. They work their way off the turn. The field comes on towards us in Impressive Dude, and Talaborth is on the inside third, about 3.5 off the lead. Then Angel with Attitude and Jay Harris and Cool Clifford and Anthony Hahn. 57-2 the halftime. And they work their way on into the backstretch, and it is Sicario free wheeling it on top. No turning back is second. Impressive Dude, Angel with Attitude, and Cool Clifford is fifth on. Down the backstretch, Sicario just marches on. Sicario leads right now by about 3 lengths. And then to the outside, coming on is Angel with Attitude. Angel with Attitude now is flashing a lot of attitude and is closing in. It's come on to take over second. It's bearing down on Sicario. Third is no turning back and racing for the Impressive Dude. Angel with Attitude now right alongside Sicario. 3/4, 125-3. And Angel with Attitude. Sicario on the inside. Angel with Attitude on the outside. Angel with Attitude has got this one. And then up the inside, no turning back, was able to get second. Sicario dropped back to third, and Impressive Dude fourth. Angel with Attitude, 155-3. Back in front of us, the winner, One Angel with Attitude, 4-year-old Archangel Black Mare. On by Ron Corbett, Jason Ryan, the trainer, Jay Harris, the winning driver. 6th win this year, 9th lifetime. Angel with Attitude. The seventh race payouts: one Angel with Attitude, $6.50, $3.90, and $2.40. Six No Turning Back, $13 and $4.60 and four. Sicario 210, $2 exactor, $94.50. Dollar Try 193, $10 Super 600, $98.25. The seventh race order finished from the top. So 145,362. That's 145,362. for the 8th on parade. 1, Fear the Dice. Brett McDonough for Charbonneau and Justin Robson and Michelle Goodrow. Number 2, St. Lad's Flirt. Gaston Dumont for Franz Peterson. And number 3 is High Net. Austin Sorry for Courtney Robson. For his Rising Dragon, Ryan DeRoche for Sheldon Rose. Number 5 is Feisty Like Fire, Jay Harris for Brett Lester and Rebecca Williamson. Number 6, Procrastinator, Tyler Borth for Shane Barrington and Jimmy Poliferrani. Number 8 is Land of Royalty, Travis Cullen for Bruce Cleaver. And number 7, Silver Sea, Travis Henry for Terry Gallant and Jennifer Leaning. It's a field of 8 for race number 8. Let's get a look at this field for the 8th race. And, well, first up, we'll take a look at number 1, Fear the Dice. And Fear the Dice is 2-1 on the board. Now, this is one that gets a better post position, and I think should be feared from the inside. Brett McDonough for Charbonneau. This is one that's got 5 wins and 19 starts on the year and is on a nice run of top 3 finishes. But I think the inside post position, if you look at the last win, that was a front-end effort at Georgian Downs from post 2 in 55-3, and did race there in 54-1 and 54 after that. Fear of the Dice, I think, fits beautifully. 9-5 on the board. Number 6, Procrastinator. Well, Procrastinator is one that most recently raced at Mohawk in 51-2. Problem is, the race went in 149-4. Procrastinator changing venues, trying to get rolling again, and did have a third at Mohawk, 2 races going 52-4. Procrastinator races out of a solid barn, that of Shane Barrington. Tyler Borth having a fine night, and Procrastinator is getting scored down and likely to fire early. Tyler Borth driving, looks for a 5th win on the year, and is the favorite at 7-5. Number 3, High Net, did race very well 3 races ago, but since then has raced at Mohawk from outside posts and finished 9th and 8th. Now, broken equipment last time out, and did gun out and get up close to the pace, but then tired up badly with broken equipment. High Net is one that could really come back in here and be a factor. You see this one racing very competitively back in June against Moonwatcher and Up Joey's Credit. In fact, led a good chunk of that way. High Net has gate speed. I expect a good effort from High Net and Austin Sorry for Courtney Robson. I think belongs on the top 3 and is being backed as such at 9-2. And number 8, Land of Royalty. Well, if it wasn't for Post 8, would have considered this one farther up on the ticket. And Post 8, it can be overcome here. It's not as tough as, say, Post 8 at Grand River. But Land of Royalty, still, you got to regard this one. Comes into here with some form, and a 3rd and a 2nd in the last couple. Land of Royalty, though, has only 1 win on the year, but 12 out of 26 in the top 3, so could land on the ticket somewhere. Travis Cullen driving, 12-1. Fans are trying to decide between 1, Fear of the Dice, 9-5, and number 6, Procrastinator is the 7-5 favorite. I went with the inside post and 1, Fear of the Dice. Second choice, 9-5 on the board. Gate is rolling for race 8. Fear of the Dice, St. Lad's Flirt, and High Net on the inside. In the center, Rising Dragon, Feisty Like Fire. To the outside, Procrastinator, Silver Sea, and Land of Royalty. It's a field of 8. It's race number 8. And off stride right now is Feisty Like Fire, and we have a starter's recall. Windows remaining open, starter's recall. Once again, the gate is rolling. 8th race on a Sunday night at Flamboro Downs. Take 2. Field for the 8th race. Into the stretch drive. Let's do this. Field is at the start, and they're off. And it is High Net. And getting out Feisty Like Fire with Procrastinator, but they drive around the turn. On the inside, Fear the Dice and High Net dueling. Then Feisty Like Fire, St. Lad's Flirt, Rising Dragon, Procrastinator is 6th now. Then Silver Sea and Land of Royalty. It is Fear the Dice who's got the lead. High Net is racing 2nd. St. Lad's Flirt, Feisty Like Fire. Rising Dragon is racing position 5th as they race on around the turn. Then it is back to Procrastinator and Silver Sea. They race their way on past that turn. 27 and 1 was the opening quarter. Land of Royalty is trailing the field. Fear the Dice, 7 to 5 has got the lead. High Net at 9 to 1 is racing 2nd. St. Lad's Flirt, 70 to 1 is position 3rd. Then it is Feisty Like Fire. And Silver Sea to the outside now is making a bit of a move and is going to have cover as Feisty Like Fire took out from 4th to come first over. Fear the Dice to the half in 56 and 2. Fear the Dice, High Net, and to the outside, Feisty Like Fire now is moved up to take over 3rd. And then on the outside, It is Silver CU's grabbed fourth, and now St. Lad's Flirt on the inside has the four ways on. Procrastinator is moving up on the outside. Then it is back to Rising Dragon, and further back to Land of Royalty, Fear the Dice. They race by three quarters, 125 and 1. Fear the Dice and High Net, Feisty Like Fire, and Procrastinator and Silver Sea. They race their way towards the top of the stretch, and it is Fear the Dice. High Net on the outside trying to pull the upset on Fear the Dice as they turn for home. Fear the Dice on the inside. Brett McDonald, High Net and Austin Sorry to the outside, but Fear the Dice, no fear, wins it by about 2. High Net second, Procrastinator, and then Feisty Like Fire. 154 and 3. Fear the Dice. Back in front of us, the winner of race number 8. It's one Fear the Dice. Brad McDonald, the winning driver. 4-year-old Fear the Dragon Bay, gelding up by Justin Robson and Michelle Gaudreau. Richard Barreau is the trainer. 6th win this year, 12th lifetime. Fear the Dice. The 8th race payouts: 1 Fear the Dice, 490, 260, and 210. 3 High Net, 660, 260, and 6 Procrastinator, 210. The $2 exactor, 28.30. The dollar try, 32.25. Double of 1 and 1, 15.60. The $1 pick 3, 168.10. Dollar high 5, 232.90. 20-cent high 5 is 46.58. Eighth race order of finish from the top, 182-64357. That's 182-64357 on the bottom. Well, fans, that concludes the live harness racing program for this Sunday evening. Action resumes on Tuesday, our first dash, 6:35 p.m. Buenas noches, amigos. Good night, everybody. Good night, Shanna.